Awesome. Hello.
Hey.
I'm Marc Stallion, and I'll be interviewing the Filmmakers Corner for the 4th annual I.F.B. Film Festival. We're going to get started with you just introducing your film. So tell us the name of your film.
The film is Fidelidad, written by a good buddy here, Cody Eli Essinger. Basically, it's about a father who's trying to balance his work life and his family life, and how much that gets involved into the business, his cigar business, with his family. You know.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So, writer.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Introduce yourself again.
Eli, writer.
Eli, writer.
Viridiana, Marquez, actor.
Awesome.
I'm Erik. I play Marco.
We're gonna do that again because that train is loud. All right, cool.
My name is Erik, and I play Marco.
Marco, awesome. Cool. So, let's jump in first with the title. Who came up with the title of this film?
Wow, that's a great question. I don't know if it was me.
No, really? I don't think it was me either.
I think it was.
I think it was you. Yeah.
Wait, who was it?
He did.
It was you?
I was trying to connect a theme of everything, and I thought there's many different forms of fidelity and infidelity. And Marco was really struggling with being a father and being a good husband and juggling his business, who from a certain point of view is good or bad, and just how does he juggle all of that. And it happens to take place on the night of his daughter's quinceanera when she's growing.
Interesting. Yeah, interesting. Cool. Did the title or the film, actually first, since we have director-writer here, and it's not the same person, who first came up with the approach for the film? It was like, hey, let's do this film about this.
Yeah, Cody did. Eli here.
Right, you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, did either the title or the concept for the film, was there any personal experience in your life or something that just kind of spearheaded the movement for you to start working on this project?
Yeah, the inception really started at Juan's wedding, and Erik and I were chatting about life and family, and he shared his affinity for cigars with me, and I was thinking we've done a lot of projects for other people, and it's been a long time since we've done our own thing, and so I just wanted to figure out melding the family and the cigar into a story.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. The relationship, was it something, like you mentioned that you guys worked on a lot of things for other people in the past. In what capacity? Was it kind of in the same roles, like writing for other people, directing for other people, or just?
I think it was like a little bit of both too.
Okay.
We did some writing together for a project. I did the directing for one of his projects. He directed one of my projects that I wrote.
Okay.
You know, we've come a lot from production background, where we did do a lot of production work, electric work, grip work, you name it. We've done it. You know, except for Crafty, not there yet. You know. But yeah, we've just been all around just involved in production in some capacity or another.
Cool.
Yeah.
And have you always been a writer at heart?
Yes, it started as a necessity. You can't shoot something unless you write it.
Exactly.
And I've really grown to love it.
Cool. And how about you?
Writer or director?
Yeah, both.
A little bit of both. I mean, I would write just short stories when I was younger, and then just when I found out, I can write a script, and just like, obviously the format wasn't right, but I still wrote, you know, and directing I always did with like my little cousins on my DV cam since I was 12, you know, so yeah.
Cool. And then why did you choose him to direct the film? Was it out of loyalty?
That's a good question.
Yeah, was it out of loyalty and like, hey, I just need somebody, and
I need
or
someone
was
to do
it,
it.
you know what I mean, or was it?
That's an easy question to answer. He's a visionary, and him and Erik come as a package deal, and Erik's pretty great too.
Cool. On this project, as the actors, what for you was one of the most memorable or unique moments on set, like during this project, where you're just like, that's something you won't forget in your craft, or as you move along in the future?
I really appreciated the moment when we filmed the dance with the dad and my character. I thought that was a really sweet moment because I never had my own quinceañera, so it felt really special and sweet to have that moment, even though he's not my real dad. But it still felt really special to me to have like that moment.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's beautiful. How about you?
You know what? That's probably the same thing for me. The dance.
Yeah.
Because do I even know how to say dance? I never even do it right in my life. And yeah, that was a great moment.
Cool. Interesting. And then in terms of working with the production, like, you know, with your director, what was one of your favorite moments or something you really appreciated working with the director here?
Well, I thought he was great, really helpful. I'm always someone who has a lot of questions when I go into a project about my character and the story, and he was always great at answering my questions and helping me find my character, which was incredible.
It's important to feel safe to be able to ask those questions. That's a really big thing, yeah. And how about you?
It wasn't our first rodeo. Juan here, like, what's great about it is I remember glimpses of being directed by him, but I think what's also great about it is I don't remember it all that well. It's all in sync, in the moments you work. And, well, you know, I always look forward to more of those opportunities.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
To give to you. To give to your talent.
I mean, just helping find a character that, and especially, you know, let's say a quinceañera.
Yeah.
You know, my sister had one, so I've been in those situations, but like, other than behind that, it's like I was running around being a kid, but just like, okay, how do I find that for her to, you know, to enjoy that? And then how do I connect with someone I worked with a lot and be like, how do you pursue and push that father figure for another actor and character?
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
There was also a moment during the quinceañera where we were kind of like behind, and I remember I was looking at Juan, and I feel like he's moving faster than he has to. We're already behind him. And I remember I put my arms around his like, hey, he's like, what, you want to dance arena? No, just, take your time. He's like, no, I got this. I got this.
Yeah, nice. And so going into that, what was one of the most difficult things for you as a director on this project?
As a director, it's kind of taking a script that you didn't write yourself, or you had some, fill in here and there about the script, but then like, okay, now I got to work with an ensemble cast.
Yeah.
Usually my films are like 3 to 4 tops. This one I had, 8. Obviously not added much, but it's like, now I'm connecting a family together. Now I'm connecting a sub-family together, and then I'm connecting another character that isn't a family but family friend. So it's just, how do I mix this all together with going with the script and delivering that, Yeah.
Cool. And one really big last question I have for everyone, I would love to hear all of your perspective. It's like, what was the biggest lesson really for you on this project? And that could have been during production, that could have been in post, it could have been in pre-production, it could have been watching it on a film with an audience, right? So, for each of you, what do you feel like was one of the biggest lessons or things you take away from completing this project?
This was the first project we did. Normally, Juan, myself, or even Erik, we wear a lot of hats on set, and this was the first one where we've accumulated friends or people we know who have all gotten really good at one thing. Yeah. And I think we've all gotten pretty good at one thing, but together we made something really great. And so I think just the teamwork of working with each other.
Yeah. Who else? What about you?
I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it.
Still thinking?
Yeah, still thinking about that one.
I guess for me as an actor, I learned how to use kind of finding the emotions and the person that I was when I was 15 as like a tool for understanding what Safia, my character, was going through. It's really just like allowing myself to go back and look back at what I was like and what my emotions were like when I was that age, and try to have that help me.
Yeah, to honor them. Yeah, that's really cool.
Take dancing lessons. No.
Learn to dance before you have to dance at a quince.
Well, you know, Cody mentioned something about teamwork. I suppose what was something that was very interesting is that the last shoot night, I had to run some errands. Like I could have left, you know, after I was done because I wrapped before everybody else, and I decided to stick around because I am kind of always felt like a producer of the project. So there were moments where I had to kind of pick something up, pick up the memory cards, and I had to travel for them real quick for Juan. He asked me to do it for him, and I just, you know, I guess like, it's not always going to be a situation for an actor, but if you're going to be close to the production and have something to do with development, you know, be ready to be a team player.
Yeah.
Even if, you know.
I love that. I love that, being all in, right? It's like we're making this together, and I think that's the beautiful thing about indie filmmaking, and something that, you know, we still have is just that community that we build, and you know, every project here and there we add on someone else where it's like, yeah, you're a keeper, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And people who just want, everyone who wants everything to work.
Yeah.
Right. This is for all of us, and so I think that's a really beautiful input.
Yeah.
So. Anyway, thank you all for sharing your film at I.F.B's 4th annual festival, and for allowing me to ask you these questions and just pick your brain a little bit about being involved in the film and then making the film and just giving it to the world now. So, thank you.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate it.